Hello and welcome to my teaching and learning video. My name's Ollie Furnival. Here's my contact information. Please subscribe to my teaching and learning video channel on YouTube, and you'll get videos as I upload them. If you have any questions for me, please email me, oliverfurnival@gmail.com, and my Twitter account is @IBcoordinator. The activity I'm going to explain now is called Problems and Solutions. And the idea is here that as a teacher, we're giving students a problem, we're giving them something to think about, and the idea is that then they must synthesise, they must make new ideas, they must think about the implications of decisions that they make, or that they make maybe as themselves, or that they are analysing the solutions made by others. So I'm going to show you a handout that I've used recently on this and just talk you through it. So this is an activity that I have created for my IB NYP INS Year 10 programme, and the example here is that we're looking at a town in Japan where I'm presently living called Kamakura, which is visited by 17 million people each year. And in this unit of work, we're looking at the global economy. And instead of me just getting students to read up on what's happening and what the government would like to do, or maybe environmental groups would like to do to solve the issues, what I'm asking them to do, first of all, is to find solutions for themselves. So this is actually getting them to work through the decision-making process, increasing their awareness of how problems can be solved. And this allows students to create new ideas, as well as working on methods used by others that they'll come across to find solutions. And it also allows them to look at benefits and consequences of different solutions. So if you can see here, now this can be done as a pair, an individual or group activity. And what they've got to do is they've got to look at the effect of tourism on this town in Japan. And as a teacher, I'm giving them the problem. I'm actually writing down the problems, from traffic jams to pollution through to litter, and here are the solutions. Now the skill here that the students are doing is they've actually got to take a real life situation here, and they've got to take a solution. Now, as I said, this could be done alone, or this could be split up. It could be that we have students A, B in the group, where they find their own answers and they get together and they teach it to their friend, or they then argue it with their friend. Or I could split this up and I could get a group looking specifically only at traffic jams, and that traffic jam group goes off in their group, they come up with solutions, and then what they do then is they have to then talk to people who've dealt with pollution, litter, etc. And what they do then is they share information, they teach their the new people what they found on traffic jams, and they listen and note down information people have found on pollution. And the key here is that they've got to consider the implications. They've got to say, well, if you're going to ban cars going into the town, what implications will that have on the town itself and employment? Because you're making it clear in this example that it's not as easy as saying, okay, let's just ban transport cars. We've got to think about the fact that people's careers, people's employment comes off the back of that. So what we do then, what we're doing in this example here, is we're allowing students to decide solutions for themselves, and in doing that they've then got to share the information they have found. And this can lead to, of course, many different activities. This could lead to a debate on ranking them, which is the most important, which is the best solution for each one, which is the most important problem, which solution should we come to first. We can then throw in something like giving them a budget to sort out the cost of the solution. This could, of course, be used as preparation for a speech, an essay, a video, okay? And this, although this is done with a humanities based lesson, this could be done, in mathematics, for example, where you could give problems given in class, real life problems with mathematical problems within them, and then they've got to go off and solve it themselves, and then come back together as a class. And as I said, we then can talk through the solutions, looking at the implications. Thinking about the International Baccalaureate, and as I move into subjects like theory of knowledge in a diploma programme, they have actually, this is a really good way of thinking about the implications that decisions have on their lives. This activity, problems and solutions, when linking it to the real world, also helps students understand that what they're learning in class, actually the point of the learning in class is so that they can use it outside of the classroom. Thank you for listening.